The viral moment I got to tell you about. You guys, this is unbelievable. I absolutely love this. Let me see if I can find it because this is, Scott Bessent. Did you hear the rumor about Scott Bessent, our Treasury Secretary? This was unbelievable to me. I didn't know that Scott was such a toughie. I mean, Scott Bessent allegedly might have been the one responsible for the powwow on Elon's face. I don't know if it's true. I don't want to get in trouble for spreading rumors, but apparently, don't mess with Bessent. He's tougher than he looks, okay? Well, there is a Democrat representative from Congress that decided to mess with Bessent. And you know what? He kind of knows the economy inside and out. And he knows what the inflation data is, and he knows what the tariff data is, and he knows what the budget and everything. He knows everything. Right? He's a really, really, really smart guy, and I can tell you that. I have friends that have worked with him, and they say he's just one of the best minds in finance. So this little Congress lady, maybe she's not so little, she decides to tackle him on inflation because I guess some things in her grocery store are higher, even though the overall trajectory is overwhelmingly lower for inflation, which is very, very good news. And so watch this. When he tries to explain just the stats to her, she accuses him of mansplaining. I mean, it's kind of funny, right? I mean, it sort of is. Like, he's actually on background. He's gay, and he actually has the highest position of any gay individual in any administration ever. So it's just sort of like, wow, lady. Like, the fact that he's male, I guess, is the problem. And the fact that she doesn't know anything about the economy. Here we go.
In fact, we've already seen that prices are rising on many everyday goods.
Congresswoman,
please don't interrupt me. The time is mine.
The
time is mine. Please don't interrupt me. I will ask you questions and I will grant you an opportunity to answer them, but please don't interrupt me during my time.
With pleasure.
Okay, I know I'm a woman, but please try to limit yourself to answering my questions. No, I'm sorry, but we get talked over all the time, and I don't want that to happen at this. In fact, we've already seen that prices are rising on many everyday goods.
Congresswoman,
please don't interrupt me. The time is mine. The time is mine. Please don't interrupt me. I will ask you questions and I will grant you an opportunity to answer them, but please don't interrupt me during my time.
With pleasure.
Okay, I know I'm a woman, but please try to limit yourself to answering my questions. No, I'm sorry, but we get talked over all the time, and I don't want that to happen at this hearing.
Oh my gosh, right? I mean, come on, lady. I mean, she really just humiliated herself with that. And we're just tired of it, okay? Can we just go back to being a meritocracy where, you know what? You can succeed based on your own merits. It's not our fault you don't understand the economy. Don't make it about you being a woman. He's not trying to mansplain you. That's what she's accusing him of doing. I mean, did you hear the whole room go, oh? So she's looking for her 20 seconds of fame, I suppose. Can I show you some inflation data? Hey, Ms. Sanchez, if you want to take a look at this, it would behoove you to take a look at this. So here we go. This is just a clip from the Wall Street Journal. Do you see that really high peak? I drew red arrows all over it. That was during the Biden administration. Yep, that was good old Biden, because you see, he printed all that money. He put out a third stimulus check, if you can imagine. He also decided to team up with Chuck Schumer and Nancy Pelosi, and they printed trillions of more dollars over there, and then you had the Federal Reserve doing the same thing. So it was like triple whammy, right? You just had money coming up out the wazoo everywhere you looked. So lots of money printing, which led to massive amounts of inflation. Yeah, that's what happens. And so, that graph shows you how bad it got. You see CPI there, and it's got both core and both overall. I like to look at both, and I don't have a problem with overall because, it includes food and energy. And let's face it, people pay for food and energy, but you want to see how far that's come down. I mean, that's pretty drastic, right? That's like you went up the mountain and now we're coming down the mountain. And so we are dealing with low inflation right now. We have very good employment numbers, better than anticipated. And I think that, they need to kind of recognize the obvious, because when inflation was high, nobody would recognize it. On Morning Joe, they tried to say, but the economy's doing so well, it's so great, and it's not when people are paying so much more for everything. The other thing that's kind of cool to look at is that we are taking in some revenue from tariffs. And this is a little bit surprising. We'll see how it all shakes out. But this is also part of the architecture of one Scott Bessent. And we've got $22 billion that we brought in revenue from tariffs in May. So again, lots of good economic signals there as we look at the market. As we look at the market today, I told you that Walmart's tanking, right? Up a little bit from where it was earlier. When you see Walmart down though 1% and the overall market trading higher, it's almost like more of a kick in the pants, if you would, because it suggests that, and the overall market the broader indices are higher right now. It suggests that, investors are concerned. They're concerned about this potential boycott for real. I'm looking at shares of Disney. They are also down more than 1%. So that's not a good sign for Disney as well. So some of these companies that just, I think, have sort of fundamental flaws in them because of their political biases are going to continue paying the price. So it's one of the things that we watch out for over at 76 Research. Of course, 76 Research being my research company I started with my friend. I got to get you the updated portfolio list. I promise I will have it by tomorrow. But these are some of our portfolio. There's one stock in our portfolio. Let me see, because Rob texted me this morning. It is killing it. And it is in the American Resilience portfolio. I think it's upwards of 38% just in the last couple of months. Anyway, so lots of good names in there, lots of good picks. You guys should take a look at it. Go to 76research.com. I'm going to put it on the screen because I want you to go there. Use code word dollar, and that will get you the report for the first 2 months for just $1. You can cancel anytime. So no harm, no foul, but 76research.com, use code word dollar. Now, if you're interested in actually investing in some of the portfolios, which I highly encourage you to do, it's a little bit more money, but you'll get all of our picks and all of our names. And so take a look at the portfolios that you see there at 76research.com. You can also go to 76portfolios.com for all of that information. I have more good news. Okay, we're back in the top 100. We're not as high as we were last month. We were number 36. I think that we jumped down to number 62 or something. It's okay though. You know what? It's okay because, we're in the news business and the news kind of comes and goes and that's all fine. But we're thrilled to be there. More importantly, we have more and more people coming to the channel. So I would love to get to 1 million subs some point this summer. That would be like Christmas to me. You know what? We actually hit 500,000 subs on Christmas. Can you believe that? It was sort of weird. It was kind of a very special thing. It was like, Trish, here's your Christmas present. And I thank you all for my wonderful Christmas present. Australia weighing in again. Adriano, he's got the scoop. He says it was Scott who gave Elon the black eye. Pretty funny, huh? He may have a pink office or a pink house. Beautiful. Down south. I think it was South Carolina, maybe Georgia. Forgive me. He's got an office. They had a picture of it in the Wall Street Journal. It's all pink. I'm like, I love it. I love that house. I like pink. Anyway, yeah, he's a tough guy. Do not mess with our Treasury Secretary, ladies and gentlemen. Total badass Scott Bessent. Way to go, buddy. Way to go here on the show. Thank you so much for all you do. Please keep spreading the word. I'm going to be back here live again tomorrow.